Hi friends, welcome back to the second part of the topic, that is deep wave and dark wave. In the first part, I mostly talked about deep wave. I gave you the major difference between the two. I told you about the major difference between the two. Deep wave, I told you how to access, what it contains, and what are the pros and cons. We discussed all those things. Now let's pick up. Now let's start with dark wave. And believe me, this is going to be more interesting. Why? Because the contents might excite you, the way it operates might excite you, and the things that you know about the deep wave, the dark wave might excite you. But be careful. When I tell you how to browse it, don't just start browsing it. Before that, be very responsible, be very what do you say, careful and access it. All right, that is a piece of advice for all of you. Now let's start with the dark wave. Okay. First of all, as told you in the difference part, when I mentioned the difference between the two, I told you that the contents of the dark wave are mostly illegal. That doesn't mean everything on the dark web is illegal. No, no way. Okay. Some legal things are also there. I'll come to that. Okay. Um, you know, your regular browser cannot access the dark web, because the very first thing about dark web, in case of deep web, I told you it is indexed search based on links. These links are when you visit, these links are already there. Based on those links, the browser takes you there. Got it? I told you that. In case of deep web, this is not possible, because most of the contents on the deep web are not indexed. In fact, almost all the contents, they are not indexed. And your regular browser, as I said, cannot access the dark web. No way. Okay. Then how do I access it? There is, of course, the details I'll give you later. Uh, there is something called Tor servers, TOR. Okay. The full form, Onion router, the Onion router, Tor. Okay. It uses this Onion router service protocol, the deep wave, dark wave. I'm sorry again. The dark wave uses this Onion router hidden service protocol. It is called. Okay. Uh, they are undetectable by search engines. Search engines cannot detect them. Okay, because of this protocol, and this is a very highly encrypted protocol. Believe me. Okay, using this protocol, this websites they operate. In case of your websites, you'll find TCP/IPs. There is HTTP hypertext transfer protocol. You are using HTTPS, which I mentioned in the last video. You are using, but here this is the protocol which you are using. Got it? Now, as a user, a question comes up saying, okay, if I am browsing, because see, when you are browsing the surface web or the deep web, your identity is not hidden from anyone. Mind it, your identity is always, public. But when you access the dark web, you access it as anonymous. Your identity is completely hidden. No one can know who you are. This is something, of course, sarcastically saying good about the dark web. All right. Now, uh, you know, the high level of encryption that this Onion router, which I talked about, it provides, makes it possible for the user to remain anonymous. The transactions, the the browsing data, everything is encrypted. Got it? Now, when you are accessing the dark web, mind it, when you are trying to access it, You are not accessing the interconnected servers like you when you browse the surface web. You are not accessing the interconnected servers. Uh, the Tor network you are accessing, where everything is internal, everything. Okay, it stays internal. It provides you security, it provides you privacy. That's the good thing, of course. Again, sarcastically. All right. So now, you know, one thing, remember this: if you are browsing the dark web, your web addresses, the website addresses will end with dot onion, ONION. Interesting, isn't it? Because when you visit a normal website, it is .com, .gov, .in, .edu, .ac, like that. But if it is a dark web which you are browsing, any website, the web address ends with .onion. Remember this. Okay. Now let's move to the next part. That is, what is there on the dark web? Okay. What is present on the dark web? Okay. Let's start. First, stolen information. You might ask, what is stolen information? Stolen information, uh, like it may be your Aadhaar number, okay, your driving license number, so something which your credit card number, your bank details, your login information, login credentials, hacked accounts like you have a Netflix account or maybe you have a what do you say subscription for some service, that username password, all these information are available, easily available. They are sold over there on the dark web. All right. Next, what else? It contains, you can buy illicit substances. To put it into simple words, illegal things you can buy. What? Drugs sold over there. Okay. Uh, Toxic chemicals, they are bought and sold over there. Okay. Uh, you know, all those things which are illegal or illicit, you'll find you can buy. You can buy it over the dark. Got it? What else? Disturbing. See, it's a official words which I'm using right now. Disturbing and dangerous items and services. One of the most you know uh, common things is pornography materials, child pornography for that matter, which is a very dangerous issue. It is there. Um Murderers for hire. Don't laugh at it. You can find people who take money and you call them the supari killers. They take supari. In Hindi we call them supari. uh, we call it supari, isn't it? So supari killers you can hire. Okay. uh, Body parts, body organs, dangerous, isn't it? Body organs, they are bought and sold on the dark web. Body parts, okay, guns, missiles, you name it, bombs, you name it, you'll find everything over there on the dark web. These all things are available. Anything illegal you can buy. You can, if you can imagine, you can buy it on the dark web. Mind it, it's there, it's available. uh, Now big question is, how do I buy? Some of you might ask this question saying, how do I buy a gun? Please don't go for it. Please don't. Okay, it's just joking. All right. Now anything that you want to buy, how can you buy it on the big question is, of course, that how can I buy it on the dark web? Because if I go for a banking transaction, then I'll be easily caught. Wait, you have a solution. Very simple. any transaction that happens on the dark web is done using cryptocurrency. Okay, the buyer, the seller both remain anonymous. If you know about cryptocurrency, bitcoins, you'll know that the buyers and sellers both remain anonymous. Nobody will know about who bought it, nobody will know who sold it. That is how this business goes on. Cryptocurrency or Bitcoin using these things. All right. These might be new terms for us, friends. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, but it's quite old. Remember, it's quite old. So that is how you do transactions on the. If your question is that, how do I buy or sell anything on the dark web? All right. Uh, uh, you know, not everything is illegal on the dark web. I'll give you an example. Like you'll get some website where there will be riddles to solve, very very high level riddles to solve. You'll be amazed. Okay, this is there. Yes, it is there. Might be sometimes it might be banned books which are banned in some countries, which are available, which are readable in some countries, which are not. Okay, so these books you can get. Okay, so as I said, not everything on the dark web is illegal, mind it. All right. Now, safety issues, of course, since dark web, since I told you the content, safety will be there. Criminal elements are there, law breaking laws. you know Law breaking is a very sensitive thing. Of course, if you are buying something which is illegal, you are breaking the law of that particular country from where you are buying, so you need to be careful. Okay. And mind it, if you are clicking on a link on the dark web, uh, you know you might be taken to such materials which you don't want to see. Sometimes this happens, so be careful. All right. So these are the security issues which need to be considered while accessing the dark web. Now, come to the big question, come to the most interesting question. All right, let's see how many of you are you know, uh, eager to know this. Okay, now how do I access the dark web? Very simple. What you need to do is it's easy. It's easy. It's very easy. Okay. Uh, First of all, install a dark web browser. It it is just like any normal browser, mind it. It will look and act like any normal browser. So don't get confused when you see it. Okay. Uh, you know, Tor browser you can download, or any, for that matter, any dark web browser. Use Google to find the name of dark web browsers. Tor, of course, is very widely accepted. Okay, but be careful, because again, this virus issue is there. So if you have a legal antivirus, if you have a proper antivirus, install it, Tor browser or any other dark web browser. All right. But what you need to do after installing the browser through Google, you can get the name of some of these onion sites, which I said, the what do you say, the extension is .onion. Okay, you can just, in the browser, you can give the URL, and simple, you can browse. As easy as it sounds, isn't it? Okay, so uh, uh, but one thing is for there, if you are looking for materials, it is sometimes very difficult, because they use a term crawling. Why I said so? Because just imagine, I'll give you a very simple example to round it up. You are looking for something, you are looking for a particular house. Okay, the locality, the city, the locality, the area, the particular place. You can easily reach there. That is what these regular web browsers do when you are looking for something which is normal, like I mentioned nuclear physics in my last year. So you are simply, it's very quickly and very easily you get access. But here you are looking for contents which might be illegal, completely illegal. So now what happens? When you are looking for this materials, it might take time. Search is a very painful process because they use a term crawling, रेंगते हुए जाना. In Hindi they call it, you know, crawling in English. Okay, so what these when you look for something like Tor browser, as I said, it is not index search. It is not an index search. It will use the Tor servers. So what happens here is, if it is not an index search, it will jump from one content to another, match the content, and try to give it to you. So it takes bit of time. So you need to be patient while using Tor browser. Mind it. All right. Uh, See, safe browsing, as I said, very simple. Don't go for illegal things. See, accessing a website where illegal materials is there, it's not a crime. If you try to, buy or sell something, or if you try to do that kind of activities, then obviously you are in for a big surprise. I said you are anonymous. I said, when you are accessing the web, nobody will know your identity. But law enforcement agencies, they have different ways to track you down. So be very careful. And they will track you down only when you try to do something illegal. Browsing is not illegal. Looking at the contents is not illegal. Not at all. Mind it. All right. So safely browse. That is something very, very important. Uh, uh, of course you will do that. Now one advice I'll give you, uh, if you are installing Tor browser, and if you are installing uh, the Tor related application, there are so many related Tor applications also. Always update them. Always update them. It is very, very important, because if you don't update them, if you are using a old version, you might catch a virus. Okay, so always keep on updating them. uh, and a piece of advice, a piece of warning for all of you: if you are using Tor browser, never use your regular email address. Never use. Nowhere you keep a secondary email address, you can use it. Okay, that is again an illegal advice I'm giving you. Never use it, because some of these Tor websites, these onion websites on Tor browser, they might ask you for your email ID. So if you are providing it, you have to provide a secondary email ID. Without that email ID, maybe you will not be allowed access beyond that point. That's the reason I'm telling you. Got it? So be careful with that. Um, you know, of course, you'll be careful, because I'm telling you all these things. Viruses, the danger is always viruses, hackers, because hackers know that you will be accessing the deep web or dark web. Hackers may mostly attack deep web. All right. So dark web, they rarely attack, but still then browsing these two, deep web and dark web, be very, very careful. And something which I'll tell you, you might have seen in movies: webcam hijacking. This is very, very common. This is very, very common. Webcam hijacking. Be careful about it. Your webcam will be hijacked. So what happens? Uh, you know, they use the technique that they use is, any particular website on the dark web which you are visiting may try to get a remote administration tool. It is popularly known as RAT, remote administration tool, and they will install it onto your device without you knowing it, onto your laptop or desktop or your mobile phone for that matter. Uh, and once that is installed, will mean, as I'm telling, it is remote administration. So what does that mean? They can administer your machine. That simply means they can access your webcam. Getting my point? So be careful, guys. All right, you need to be, and I know you'll be careful. You'll be responsible while doing so. Okay, and mm, Contents are illegal. So many things are there which are illegal. Uh, you know what the rule says. You can browse them, but you can't share them. I'm sorry. So please don't try to share anything which you say, which you feel like is illegal. Okay, there is a puzzle on a particular website which I was talking about. Some of these websites, riddles, puzzles, you can share them. They are not illegal. You can do that. Some books which are banned in some countries, but in your country, like you are accessing from India, in your country it is allowed. No problem, you can share. Got it? So all these things you have to keep in what you say, take into account. Okay, so that's how it goes. Now some very interesting facts I'll give you. You know, please, you know, try to know, remember them. You know, few like this dark web I'm talking about. Uh, there is a person called Ross Ulbricht. I'll repeat the name, ROSS, Ross Ulbricht. A person who is considered they say he is one of the pioneers of the dark web. Okay, he started a website called Silk Road. Go through Google, ask for Silk Road, Silk Gap Road, two different words, and you will get all the details about this particular website. Uh, this was an online black market, basically. He started this, Ross Ulbricht, he started this company in 2011. Okay, just recently, just 10 years back, he started this company. And this company, you would not believe this, it did a business of $1.2 billion. All everything illegal. So just imagine. Okay, this was one of the websites. Then there was a website called Alphabet. Okay, it this website it came into the being in 2000. And about Silk Road, um, the founder was arrested and he's serving a life term in prison, guys. Okay, so he's there in prison. He's serving a life term, life imprisonment. Now, another website I'll talk about, which was operating through the dark web, is Alphabay, 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 Alphabay. This website was again another online black market, you can say. Uh, and could you imagine? It did a business of, I told you about Silk Road, it did a business of 1.2 billion. This particular website, which came up in 2014, it did a business of around $12 billion, 12 billion US dollars. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Okay, 12 billion US dollars, this website. And again, the same thing happened. It was shut down, and its founder was a person called Alexander Cages. He was arrested, but he was in a Thai jail because he was arrested in Thailand. He was in a Thai jail. He committed suicide inside that jail. Okay, so I gave you just two examples. There are numerous examples like this as to the websites which are there, and which were there at one point of time. Nowadays, these two websites are not there. Of course, after this Alphabet was closed, another website came up called Hansa, HANSA. Okay, the people who were using this particular website, that is Alphabet, they moved on to Hansa. Okay, and this was operating from Netherlands. The Dutch police uh, shot it down. Of course, the people who were associated with were arrested. In 2017, they shot it down, this particular service. So, guys, these are some of the interesting things about dark web. I hope you like the topic. If you're uh, uh, know about this, if you want to know something else about this, please let me know so that I can do a more better research and tell you more about this dark web, because this is something I know which is very very interesting. Okay, now people often ask, and now I'll finish this off with something like this. People will often ask, why then you have a deep web, you have a dark web, why these things exist? Deep web is okay, understood, but why dark web? So now some people say, you know, deep web, of course, you can speak in favor of deep web. You can say, to protect my personal information, deep web is very useful. So that's fine. Uh, Dark web, how can I justify it? The number one justification is anonymity. Some people, while browsing internet, some people will say, I want to remain anonymous. Okay. For them, perfect. Dark web is perfect. And of course, freedom of speech. They say, you know, writing something which I want to, where I want to express something, my belief, my faith. Okay, these are things people, often find this place very safe to do all these activities, and that is the reason both of these exist. Very simple. All right. So, friends, over and above. um uh, you know, both deep web and dark web, they have their pros and cons. I told you. Okay, you need to be responsible. You need to decide while browsing. You need to be extra careful while browsing. So I hope you will do that. And friends, then once again, my request, please subscribe, please share this with your friends, and you can suggest topics to me. I have already told you that you can suggest topics to me. I'll do my research on those topics and let you know in detail, because time is short. Nowadays, we don't have time for all this research and everything. So I can do that because I find it very interesting to do a research on any particular topic and tell you. So please do let me know. Before that, take care, all of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and please do share and subscribe and like. And of course, your comments once again. Bye bye.